Hey, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another subscriber suggestion. I've been trying to catch up on my Google form, which if you don't know about it, I don't talk about it all that often anymore, but in every bio of my videos there is a Google suggestion form. If there's ever something that you want me to listen to, I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. One suggestion actually I had in my Google form and a comment recently said that I should look into Joshua Bassett's music, which I do know that he is the co-star to Olivia Rodrigo in their High School Musical show. So when I went look into his discography, he doesn't have that much, but he started off with an EP of 3 songs, which was titled Crisis, Secret, and Set Me Free. So I figured we'd just listen to that whole EP today and just kind of get a nice introduction to his music. So without further ado, let's just get started. So first up is Crisis.
Label said to never waste a crisis, and here I am, guitar in my hand, in the middle of one.
Interesting.
And honestly, I didn't want to write this. Don't know if I can, still holding back, still wanna run. And if you get to tell your truth, so do I. And it's cool if you want me to play the bad guy, but don't you dare.
Okay, wait, before we get into the chorus, I feel like we're rounding out the whole drama that ensued with like Driver's License. On this channel I've started listening to Sour. I also listened to Sabrina Carpenter's most recent music, which was Emails I Can't Send. I'm not going to try to go too deep into the drama, but I do know that he is very much involved in it in some sort of way. So I'd assume that that's what he means by crisis, but just to kind of go over those lyrics, it said, my label said never to waste a crisis. That kind of makes me feel like you're breaking the fourth wall. Like in movies when like, you know, you're not supposed to directly address the audience. I feel like we were just like addressed very quickly. And here I am with a guitar in my hand in the middle of one, and honestly I didn't want to write this. Don't know if I can, still holding back, still want to run, and if you get to tell your truth, then so do I. And if you want me to play the bad guy, then it's cool if you want me to play the bad guy. So I think this is just him trying to say there's, you know, 2 sides to every story, maybe even 3, but everyone has their own experiences, everyone has their own perspective, so he's just trying to say, like, let me say mine. So let's see what his perspective is on this.
Act like I didn't love you. Don't go thinking that I didn't hurt too. Don't you ever wonder if I'm okay after all you put me through. Half the shit you say is only half true.
This is not meant to be mean, but is this like the lip syncing? It's almost like he's not even like opening his mouth, but I like the song. Like, look. Ooh, damn. Okay, wait. What did that chorus say exactly? But don't you dare act like I didn't love you. Don't go thinking that I didn't hurt too. Dude, don't you ever wonder if I'm okay after all you put me through. Half the shit you're saying is only half true. You're messing with my life as a career move. I can't help but wonder why you wouldn't make it to the end. Guess you never dare. You would never dare to waste a crisis. So I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm going to assume that most of the Sour tracks were about this person. So if we're thinking about the contents of Sour, a lot of it was saying is that, you know, he didn't cheat, but, you know, he still somewhat betrayed her in some sort of way by moving on very quickly and moving on with the person that, you know, never said to worry about. And then also it just didn't seem like the relationship was very strong to begin with, that one side liked the other more than the other to me. That's what I've gotten out of it, at least from Sour. So here, I guess he's trying to say maybe something along the lines of like, you know, I maybe did leave, but don't act like this didn't hurt me too, which is exactly what he said, but I would assume that he heard it in a different way. Because if he really ended the relationship, I wouldn't think that he experienced the same hurt that she did, but maybe he's referring to the retroactive hurt that he got as the career move is, I don't think Olivia I am assuming, would have the intentions of just trying to throw him through the mud. I think she just talked about her experiences, and as a celebrity, it just kind of caught wind. I feel like the same thing happens to Taylor Swift a lot of the time. Like, Jake Gyllenhaal has never seen safety since All Too Well. So I would assume that it's something along those lines, but I guess it's just showing that, like, you know, this hurt him in a different type of way, and he feels like he deserves, you know, some sort of like, it's okay, you didn't deserve that either. I also think it's funny that he's just calling out his label saying, also, yeah, don't waste this crisis, make a song, like, attack her back. And he's not, really. Death threats, damn. So, something else to mention is the part about the death threats, which is really insane because if you think about it, I'm not saying I don't know the situation. I'm not saying what he did was perfectly okay. He might have really hurt Olivia or someone else in the process of breaking up with someone. But it is very interesting to see, like, this is probably very real things that just happen to people on a daily basis. Like, you know, people in relationships all the time, one side's more sad than the other, but it doesn't become news. And it's just crazy that he probably did something that's kind of fairly normal. I wouldn't say it's right, but, you know, it happens often in real life, and his just gets scrutinized much more, so I can kind of understand what he's trying to say. It's like, maybe you didn't help the situation. Like I said, everyone has the right to make their art and talk about what they want, so I don't think Olivia shouldn't have made music. She definitely had the right to, but I guess maybe he's just saying that just given the microscope they're kind of under, it you know, fanned the flames. It just kind of grew out of proportion more than what it should have. Yes, he might have hurt someone, but that's not really up to public opinion, I guess. Those are really nice background too. See, the only thing I don't maybe agree with here is you would never dare to waste a crisis. If we're assuming it's about Olivia Rodrigo, I don't think her initial album or her initial songs had that intention. Again, she just talked about her experience. I guess you could have this argument if maybe she made follow-ups. Like, you know, if she was the type of person that was making follow-ups and still talking about it after she realized that it catapulted her into fame, then I would say, like, yeah, you're not wasting the crisis, like, you're gonna keep feeding that flame. But I don't think Olivia Rodrigo knew that her music would blow up in this type of way either, so it's hard to kind of say, like, you know, you did this when it was more like she never knew exactly how this would have, you know, blown up into those proportions.
The one who left in the first place, weren't you the one who called things off? Was it an act to love me or an act to hate me? Don't you dare act like I didn't love you.
Okay, that is a plot twist. Aren't you the one who left first? That would add a lot of new information to this.
Don't go thinking that I didn't hurt you. Don't you ever wonder if I'm okay after all you put me through? Half the shit you say is only half true.
I really like the melody of this song. Cool. Okay, so that was Crisis. I think that was a really interesting song. I feel like that opened up my eyes a little bit more to, like, maybe the situation. It definitely feels like this is always going to be a he said, she said. There's literally 3 versions of the story. If it's about her, like, you know, Olivia had her experience, he had his, and Sabrina had hers. So, like, what he said, the truth is only half true. I'm sure there's pieces and parts of each of the 3 stories and that will culminate to the actual story. So I'm not gonna just say like, oh, he's, you know, he told the truth. I think he probably has some truths here, but no one will ever really know. But as a song, I really enjoyed this. This was a cool introduction to his music. Next up on the EP will be something called Secret. So let's just get straight into that one. Okay, this one sounds a little bit more upbeat. A blonde girl. This one's very different. I like this a lot. Before we get into that buildup of a chorus, let's kind of read what he was saying. I kind of found it a little bit hard to understand what he was saying at first. But I find I go through that with a lot of new artists that I'm listening to. I don't know their cadence, or it's harder for me to like process what they're saying. I pulled into your driveway, we kissed, but it felt different. I should have seen it coming. You wore that you only had a crush. You told me that you would cut him off. I've only seen it coming. My friends all warned me that I should run for the hills, but I defended you because I knew rumors could kill. So maybe this kind of sounds like he was put in almost the same situation that he kind of put Olivia or someone else into, because the whole point of traitor is you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. Sounds like this person that he's with is with someone else, or maybe is talking to someone else, and he kind of wants to be the only one in this person's life. And he's been told that this person is no good news, which I feel like is something that, you know, Olivia said in, I don't remember which track, but I feel like that's been a recurring theme, was like she should have seen it coming. So, he kind of makes me think that he got some sort of put in the same situation, but he's trusting the person because he says that he knows that rumors could kill, so he knows that he was scrutinized for decisions that he made that could be or couldn't be true, so he's going to try to give people the benefit of the doubt just because he knows how they can change your life, I guess.
Are your secrets safe with me and him and all of our friends you told? Oh, you don't even know I know. Don't worry, cause I'm keeping my mouth closed. Yeah, your secret's safe with me and him and everyone else who knows. Darling, how could you be so cold? Don't worry, cause I'm keeping my mouth closed. Yeah, your secret's safe with me.
I also really liked this chorus as well. It's very different from the first track, but still very comfortable. I think but still very a comfortable sound for him, I feel like. It says, cause your secret's safe with me and him and all of your friends that you told. You don't even know I know, cause don't worry, I'll keep my mouth closed. Yeah, your secret's safe with me. I don't know what that would mean then. Like, I do think that, you know, he knows that she might be talking to someone else. And that maybe it's very common knowledge, but she doesn't know that he knows. I don't know, but I'm enjoying the song. 16 months? Is that what that said? There's no way. Good for you fooling everyone. You had me tricked for 16 months. Wow. You were played. If that's the case. I also just want to say that I think these are very interesting, simple music video ideas. Like, the first one was literally just him kind of in, like, the mountains, but I really like this one. It's because, like, I'm just getting the vibes of, like, a secret, and, like, this house is empty, so maybe, like, someone moved out because of a secret. I'm kind of just creating something in my head, but it's kind of, like, ominous to being in an empty house. And he's doing more lip singing now.
Say
I genuinely have no idea what he just said. When your woe is me stop working, I bet your songs won't sound the same. The truth you can't deny changed everything. Ooh, that's interesting. So I bet the songs won't sound the same. So that could be about Olivia or Sabrina, I guess. But when your woe is me, I would assume that that's more directed towards Olivia, just because like her songs are kind of like detailing her experience, and I don't think she's like woe is me, but you could probably say like a lot of them are, she is the victim of, you know, the situation. So when your woe is me stop working, I bet the songs aren't gonna sound the same. I guess you can go back to the first song about being a crisis and secret. It's just like he said that in Crisis he was kind of saying that not everyone knows the full truth, and that he has the truth, and like she was the one to leave. And maybe that's the secret that he's been holding on to this whole time, but is choosing to take the high road here. I don't know.
You can't hide behind what's clear as day. All your secrets safe with me, and all of your friends are told.
I think he is an actor, but that was some good, like, telling someone off. I really enjoyed this. Huh. 2 for 2. I think I did enjoy this one a little bit more than the first one, but overall I've been enjoying all of these. Let's get into the final one, which is titled Set Me Free. I feel like this is kind of circling the whole topic.
I know you feel used, I know you've been hurt. Anything I did to make you feel worse, I'd take it all back if I could.
This sounds like an apology. I don't know what I did to deserve all this. You probably do, but I think he might be referring to it in a way of like, I hurt you, but why does the world hate me? I don't want to be rude or on the defensive, but I've been going through it too. And I know you feel used. I know you feel used. I know you've been hurt. Anything I did to make you feel worse, I'd take it back if I could. So I feel like that's the best way of doing an apology, is because you can't go back and fix the past, but you can at least acknowledge that I was, you know, a cause of your pain, and I wish that I wouldn't have done that. I really can't do anything now to kind of fix that, but I would like to at least give you the closure of me apologizing. And then also, I guess, just saying, but I've hurt in different ways as well.
And nothing I say will ease the pain. Why must I hurt for you to feel okay?
Ooh.
You don't get to take all of me. Set me free. And I don't need your apology. Let me be.
Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty powerful. He said, and nothing I say will ease the pain. That's kind of exactly what I just said a minute ago. But why must I hurt for you to feel okay? It's like, okay, I've apologized. Again, I can't go back and change it. So what are you getting out of, you know, hurting me even more? Like, you got, I don't want to say revenge. I don't want to make it like that. But, you know, you hurt, you know, you see what happened to me in the end. I feel like I got my punishment for what I did to you. So you need to set me free in the way of like, you can't take all of me. I can't live in your debt forever. You know, I made mistakes, but you shouldn't just hold the grudge about it. He has a very high voice too. Are you telling your mom you're okay after you got death threats from track 1?
It's been a fucking year. And I've been doing my time, I've been working on me. Wasn't sure I'd survive, never felt so weak. And nothing really seemed to help it.
At least you're working on yourself. Did you get that therapist that someone recommended you?
Nothing to say will ease the pain. Why do I have to hurt for you to feel okay? You don't get to take on me.
The walk, that was kind of funny.
You don't get to take on me. Set me free. And I don't need your apology. Let me be. And don't recognize you're not anymore.
Really surprisingly like this chorus too. What did that say? I kind of heard it, but what was it? I hope you know that I still care about you dearly, but I've got to lock the door and throw away the key. I hope you know that I still care about you. I feel like that's honestly, again, the perfect way of moving on. It's, I apologized. I tried to make amends with you. Know that I'll always care about you in another life, which, whatever that can be, but now I'm going to close the door on this, and I'm going to give you the closure, and I'm going to have closure on the situation too. I feel like that's a very mature way of going about it. That's also putting it back on yourself of saying, like, I allowed you to hurt me back, but now, you know, again, I've gotten that closure and I made my amends. I made my peace with it, so you won't have that power over me anymore.
Again, ever again, you don't get to take all of me.
Is this a 1989 Easter egg? Alright, so that was the end of the last track on the EP, Set Me Free. I will truthfully say, of course my camera would die at the very end of this video, but all I was really saying is that, you know, I think this project through and through was very enjoyable to me. I actually liked all 3 tracks. I think my favorite in order would be Secret, Crisis, then Set Me Free, but they were all really enjoyable, so it's definitely something that I want to look further into his music because I do think I would enjoy it. I also just want to preface, which actually it's not really preface because it's the end of the video, but I just wanted to say that drama aside, I enjoyed the music. I know I made my speculations and I was probably wrong about some of them. Maybe I was reading a little bit too much into it, so I hope you take it with a grain of salt. You're welcome to let me know what you actually know about the songs, but just wanted to let you know that despite anything else, that it was just enjoyable music. We can remove the drama if we need to. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the EP. Let me know what you think of the songs, if you know what they're about. Would love to know. But thanks so much, and I'll see you in our next video.